Welcome to the video abstract of the paper, The ESG Financial Performance Relationship. Does the type of employee board representation matter? Published in the Corporate Governance, an International Review. Written by Meidine Kili, Amal Bukadaba, and Aitem Nagati. The consideration of the role played by stakeholders in influencing decision-making at the top is a future challenge in corporate governance research. Prior studies show that employee representation on the board, as a main stakeholder, has a significant impact on the firm's decisions. We believe that they may also influence market participant perceptions, especially when we talk about environmental, social, and corporate governance issues. This is because employees and shareholders do not share neither the same interests nor the same advantages from ESG issues. To properly examine the impact of employee board representation, we distinguish between the two types of employee directors. First, we have labor board representatives who represent the workers' interests and needs on the board. Second, we have employee shareholder board representatives who represent the workers with share ownership. To answer our research question, does the type of employee board representation matter for the ESG financial performance relationship? We first examine the direct effect of each type of employee director on the different pillars of ESG performance: environmental performance, social performance, and corporate governance performance. Then, we examine their moderating effect on the ESG financial performance relationship. Using a matched sample of French firms belonging to the SPF 120 index, we find that employee shareholder board representation enhances the environmental and corporate governance performance, while labor board representation enhances exclusively the social performance. Our findings show an opposite but complementary effect of both types of employee directors on the ESG pillars. Examining the moderating role of each type of employee director, our findings reveal that labor board representation moderates negatively the relationship between ESG and financial performance, while employee shareholder board representation moderates it positively. This finding suggests that market participants welcome to the presence of employee shareholders on the board. However, they punish firms with labor board representation. Our findings show that employee directors are not a homogeneous group, and that the differentiation between the two types of employee directors would bring a deeper understanding of the effects of stakeholders' representation on the board. A meaningful inference to be drawn from our findings is that employee ownership and the representation of employees on the board as employee shareholders may bring about fundamental changes in employees' attitudes and behaviors on the board, and may in this regard be considered as a credible way of generating social harmony and constructive relationship between employees and shareholders. Finally, we wish you a happy reading.